What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy Kitts, and today I'm going to talk to you about wrapping hands and maybe caring for your wraps. First thing is to remember, after you use your wraps, you don't want to roll them back up and stuff them in your bag and leave them in there. I don't really ever roll my wraps up unless I'm packing to go on a trip and I need to not have them all over my bag. You want to hang them out, let them dry out and air out, or they're going to really stink the next time you go to use them. You probably won't even want to put them on, and nobody else wants to smell them. So I get asked all the time how to wrap hands. There is no set way to wrap hands. It's a lot about personal preference, but there's a few pointers. Your wrap is going to be supporting your wrist and the structure of your hands, your joints and bones, your metacarpals. There are several lengths of wraps. There's like 108 inch, I think 120s, or 180 inch. And depending on your preference of how you like to wrap, the way I do it, I need a 180 inch wrap. I like the semi-elastic that stretches a little bit, and I feel like it's a good comfortable fit. And the reason I need the 180s is because I go through my fingers. Some people don't like going through the fingers, which is fine. You could probably get away with the shorter one, but I prefer, for good support, the 180 inch wrap. First, you're going to start off, you're going to loop the hole through your thumb, and you're going over the back of your hand. A lot of people will go this way. I've seen books, instructional say to go this way. When you go this way, what it's doing is pulling your thumb down, your joint in. And if you were hitting a bag, you don't want your thumb joint to go in that way. You're going to dislocate it or break it right there. So you want to go away from the thumb, over the wrist, pulling this out, and so you get a good support around that. You're going to go around your wrist a couple times here. Then you're going to head up towards your pinky and going around your knuckles a couple times to give it some support there. Always looping this over the end of your hand. You don't want to go here and then be dragging it all through here, like trying to drag all your wrap through every time. Alright, so we went around the knuckles a couple times. Now we're going back towards the wrist. I'm going to come around this joint, the back side of my thumb here, not out on the thumb, but this part of my hand right here. And I'm going to go up towards, in between my middle two fingers, like the Star Trek hand. When I come back, I'm going to go around the wrist. And then I'm going to come up between my first two fingers. Coming back and around the wrist. You always want to make sure you're keeping your hand wide. You don't want to keep your fingers in tight, because you'll get it too tight and your hand will start cramping. Because when you make a fist, your hand and knuckles spread, your hand gets wider. So if you have it all in tight and you go to make a fist, it's going to be really tight and you're going to start cramping. So I'm going around the wrist. Now I'm going to go between my pinky and ring finger. And I'm going to unwrap this. This is the way it happens. I'm going to go around the wrist there. And now I'm going to come up and go around my thumb. As I do that, then I'm going to go up towards my pinky finger again. And I'm going to seal all that in with one wrap around to make it look nice and pretty. I'm coming around under between my thumb and pointer finger back towards my wrist. And I'm going to go around the thumb again. And now I'm going to come towards the pinky again. Not as far up on the knuckles, but more across mid-hand. And then up here. And now I'm going to wrap the remainder of it around my wrist. Right here. Depending on how big your hand is, you may have more left over. If you have more left over, come up a little bit, and or you want to keep crossing back and forth over your wrist. But I like this. It gives me a nice wrist support. My thumb feels supported, and I have some padding over my knuckles. ready to hit some bags or punch some faces. All right, guys, there you go.